Today we're going to be talking about hand tools. First hand tool is a mallet. Second, a saw, a hot glue gun, a file, a hammer, a stapler with staples, a clamp, a Phillips head screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, a tape measure, a box cutter, and soldering irons, one that is wireless and one that's wired.
Today, we're going to be doing the hammer and the mallet. Now with the hammer, you will use it for striking nails into wood, for example. You want to make sure that you strike on top of it with control and make sure your hands are on the way. And with the mallet, you want to use the mallet for striking things into place. Like if you recall building the shelves over there, and we were using them to put these shelves into place, make them where they want to be.
Okay, well these are screwdrivers, and this one's a Phillips, which is used for star screws. And one thing you don't want to do with either one is run with them or stab people.
Alright, so this is the box cutter, and the box cutter is used for cutting boxes. Now what you want to do is you want to open it with your hands on the right, so it's not going to cut your hand open or something. You want to open it, and it's just like that, but you want to make sure you cut away from yourself. And then to close it, you want to press this button in the back, and then close it, and make sure your fingers are out of the way.
These are soldering irons. They are typically used to connect wires together. The really big thing to keep in mind when using a soldering iron is not to touch the tip. It can burn at temperatures up to 800 degrees.
Okay, well this is a hand saw, and one thing you don't want to do is you want to make sure your hands are out of the way when you're cutting your project or adjusting something or fixing something, and you want to keep loose clothing away from it, or you can cut through your clothes. And you usually cut through wood and sometimes pipe.
This is a tape measure. It's pretty self-explanatory what it's used for. It's measuring things. But the big thing to keep in mind when using one is that when pulling back, not to let go of either end. And especially if you do, to not keep your hand in the way. For the edges are kind of
This is the file, and the file is used for smoothing wood out or anything that you need smoothing. Now, the key thing to this is to make sure your fingers are in the way, because if you do that to your fingers, it could get bad. So yeah, just keep your fingers out of the way.
Well, this is the staple gun. You use it to staple things together, and like you take this slide out, and you're gonna put the staples in, and you're gonna put it, shut it. One thing you don't want to do is aim at somebody and shoot it, because it's not a toy.
This is a clamp. Really, the only thing to know about this one is that you don't want to pinch your fingers in between these, because I can assure you
Okay, this is a glue gun. The glue stick goes in here after it heats up, and it's got a little stand right here, so when you put it down, it stands. And you don't ever want to touch the metal part because it gets really hot.
those were the hand tools that you'll be using in the STEM class.
Just be sure to be smart and safe with them.
Thanks for watching.